You need a shot timer because that which gets measured gets worked on. The Range Tech Timer is the official timer of Active Self-Protection because it is versatile, reliable, feature-rich, and very economical. Check out all it can do at the link below.
Hey folks, welcome back to Suck Less Saturday. I am Neil, your host, and I've got kind of a special treat here with me this week. This weekend, the Active Self-Protection Instructor Certification meeting has been going on, and we've had a bunch of people here in Phoenix doing some shooting and some training and some work from real high-end instructors from across the country that you're going to hear about in the years to come. These are people that are kind of up-and-comers. There's some people that are really already big deals in the industry, and this I want to introduce you to because I hope. Have you been on video much before?
I'm not.
All right.
I'm not. So we're breaking some things in.
Yeah, this is the remember when video,
yeah, that's right?
So this is I'm going to be a part of this deal, folks. I want to introduce you to my friend Chris Greasy. Chris is from Indiana.
Yes, sir.
Tell folks a little bit about yourself and your background.
Yeah. So as Neil said, I'm from Indiana. My day job is with the technology division of our local sheriff's department. And then I have the opportunity to work as a sworn officer in reserve for another department in Indiana. Oh, cool. I love that, and that's been sort of a dream and a goal for a long time. So I enjoy furthering that. I don't apparently like to have any sort of free time, and I'm in the John vein and probably you vein of things. I'm a bit of a training junkie too.
Yep.
But I have the opportunity to teach, to instruct as well. So there's a company out of Southern Indiana called Malk Training Institute. I have the opportunity to be on staff for them as a senior instructor, and then work in an indoor gun range. Used to, that would be like just if we could get paid in ammo, you know.
Right? Oh,
now
yeah.
COVID's not allowing that to happen anymore, but yeah, that's a lot of that. And then I teach after I teach, I train a lot as well. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Well, man, I have gotten to know you a little bit over this weekend, and it's really been fun. I mean, through the instructor certification, I've gotten to know you a little bit through some of the online stuff that we've done, but this is really our first time meeting in person. Yeah. But you have some other history with Active Self-Protection that you reminded me of today that I completely forgot about. So you were one of the winners in, we did a giveaway with HK, gave away a VP9.
When you guys hit 1 million subs.
At 1 million subs.
Yeah.
So we're at like 2.04 or something like that now. So it's been a while ago. And when you when you're like, hey, I got that VP9, I was like, oh, you're that guy.
That guy.
Yeah, so I might have dropped the ball a little bit on that deal.
I'm officially that guy.
Yeah, no, you're not. You are a very patient guy because I kind of dropped the ball and it took a while to get his gun. But I really appreciate that. So this is really great that you're part of this, and it's kind of coming around full circle, and you're a great instructor. I got to stand on the range today with him doing some instruction, and this guy knows what he's talking about. So one of the things that we talk about in the instructor certification is deep practice. And there's a book that we had to read about that and spend a little bit of time with that. We've all discussed it at great length. Talk to me a little bit about what deep practice means to you.
So deep practice, the more that I learn, the more that I start to incorporate it, it is key to effectively developing and improving my skills in anything. I mean, we're talking largely about defensive and about shooting, but if we were playing the guitar, anything in this manner. And for me specifically, it's being mindful and aware in the moment, in the process that I'm doing, which then ultimately gets me to that point through the deep practice process of being to the goal that I want, whether that's what's the super fast pin from Gabe? I'm forgetting the turbo pin. Whether it gets us there, I'm not there yet. So, or whatever goal we have set. But that's those things that are truly the building blocks, and being very aware in our practicing process. And there's a deep practice. There's a deep awareness of what I have going on as I'm doing that.
Cool. So yes, you're really getting in the moment.
In the moment.
And you're focusing on every movement. So we're going to do one on some dry fire stuff. So we've cleared the gun off camera, but go ahead and show your clear gun here to the camera.
Safe direction.
So the
Open
internet
that
folks
up.
all get it.
Yep, looking safe, seeing through, seeing if we can see in there. Not sure that that's exactly working. I'm not so good with this, but
here, I'll show you how I do
you
this.
can confirm. Awesome.
So I do one of these where I point it out.
Hey, there we go.
There you go. I am not pointing that gun at him.
Nope.
And then this is our safe direction here. We're in John's office for the weekend, or well, I am.
Yeah.
My blow-up mattress is on this other camera, but anyway. So okay, go ahead. That's your gun.
Gotcha. I'm going to
Okay.
go ahead and drop that, dry fire in this safe
Yep,
direction.
that's our safe direction.
Awesome. Dead
Okay.
trigger.
All right. So show us what you got. So really what you're going to show folks is kind of a deep practice scenario in your dry fire working on your draw.
Absolutely.
So talk us through that a little
Absolutely.
bit. Absolutely.
And a benefit of this, I know we've been talking about this, John, Neil, you guys have all been doing things where it's low round count during not just COVID, but during, the ammo crisis of 2020, 2021 maybe. And this doesn't require any ammo.
Right.
If you can do this safe with your weapon, a dry fire. You can do this with a blue gun. Honestly, even you can do this with your finger gun. There's some pluses and minuses, but I'm going to do this with my safe, cleared gun. And it's being ultra aware and ultra walking through slowly what I'm doing. And literally stepping through, talking, being able to talk through everything. So I'm just going to do this with us and talk through, as an example, what I'm trying to give, what I'm trying to describe here. So I'll start in sort of the normal, wonderful fig leaf position.
Yep.
Here, and as I start this deep, thoughtful, literally I'll start out by saying fingers pinching bottom of shirt, that hand moving up out of the way, driving the other hand to the claw grip of the weapon, unseating that weapon, breaking the retention, arm in, not flagging that out, coming slowly, mindfully starting to build my grip. Where are my thumbs? Bringing that up, pushing that front side up a little bit, then pushing the back up so my dot comes exactly landing where I want to. And that's just an example. There's a whole bunch. The whole point of this is there's no specific mantra that we have to do. It's identifying for myself by talking through, which is helpful in that deep practice process.
Yep.
Talking through all the individual steps, because it's amazing, I think, and if you see this, let me know. It's amazing what we think we're doing until we really painfully slow it down. And then we're like, whoa, I don't ever take the time to put the hand where I want it to and roll it in, even though I know about whatever technique that is, whatever way. I just sort of get it there and then do it. But if I'm super mindful of that and I talk through it, I can realize it. And you can even, as you start to do another instructor friend of mine does this, literally when it's painfully slow and the hands come together, he'll stop, he'll maybe have a friend off to the side, and he'll have a friend start taking markers. And where are my hands, where are my fingers meeting?
Okay.
And then let's see if I'm doing that again consistently and again consistently. So I start building those, percent of index points on my whole body and things of that nature. Just being super mindful. There's no urgency at all in this. In fact, it's the absence of that.
Have you taken a Jedi class?
I have taken a Jedi class.
I mean, you're using a lot of the words that he uses. And I'm telling you, Scott Jedelinski, if you guys haven't had a chance to take his red dot stuff, take his red dot stuff.
Yes, no question.
The dude knows his stuff. His DNA is literally all over what I do, just because of a lot of the instruction I've got from him. Great instructor and a good guy. So but it's fun to watch you do that and use the words that Scott. And I'm like, I can see
waved that up in there totally. Yeah.
So that's really cool. And the thing is, I think so for the assignment this week, folks, do that. Talk through your drill. But I'm going to add just one thing to that.
Yes.
If you can, take your smartphone that you're watching this on, hopefully, and set it up in your dry fire dojo somewhere with it pointed at yourself. And as you're talking through all of that stuff, videotape yourself. And then you don't have to, if you'd like, I'd love it if you came to the Ask Dry Fire challenge and posted some video, because there's a good group of folks there, including Scott Jedelinski, that are always there to help and are very positive and polite in their help. If somebody gets nasty in their help, they don't get to help much more. I kind of see to that. We keep that as positive as we can, right? But you don't have to post that video. Make that video for yourself. And frankly, as you were talking through that, I was thinking back to as I started the Suck Less Saturday thing a couple of 3 months ago, because I was getting ready for Gabe White's class. I was videotaping myself, and I wasn't going slow. I was doing all my speed and as fast as I could go. But then I was sitting there and I was slow motion videoing it, and I realized something that I was doing with my cover garment was I was kind of, I'm going to exaggerate a little bit, but I was bringing it up like that. And then my cover garment would then hook on my gun down here.
We talked about that this weekend.
Yeah. And so I've found a new way to do that with my fig leaf that I do, and scooping my shirt up, and it made my draw so much more consistent at speed. And I was able to, end up with the light pin at Gabe's class. I was really tickled about that. Next year, turbo, I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna work for it.
And to clarify, this isn't all your dry fire.
Right.
This isn't, for me, you do what you want to do, we'll find what's best for you. For me, this is the very beginning of my dry fire, and then it's a slow, gradual process. Then we start building into, like, as I think you've talked about, the Chicago talking through and stuff like that. So there's a gradual increase, but I want to start out super mindful, super aware, and then carry that through as we gain urgency.
Right. And so we always say things like words matter. And so we're really careful not to tell people to slow down, because that's a thing in their brain that says slow down. But in this case, I like, as you were describing this to me earlier, is painfully slow movement so that you can focus on every muscle as it's moving and just understand where the rough edges are. So you can, when you're at speed, those things it's gonna be weird, and you can address it beforehand and be better and suck less before you even get there.
Yeah.
So for the assignment, do that slow stuff. Do what do you think? 5 draws at the painfully slow every day, and then do the rest of your dry fire. Do your thing. Do you. Get it in at least 3 times this week. I'd ideally get it 5. Ideally videotape yourself doing it. And then if you would like, come put it in the dry fire group. If you don't like, then don't. But make it your own tool. Help yourself suck less by doing some deep learning. So, Chris, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. This has been awesome. I'm so glad to get to meet you. He'll be back, and he's going to be a big deal, so pay attention to this guy.
Thanks,
you guys suck less. See you next week.
See ya.